The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. That, my friends, personifies me when I watch Monday Night Raw every single goddamn Monday night. Me being that optimistic wrestling fan, turning on Raw, expecting a good show. Maybe they figured it out. Maybe they realized that their show sucks. Maybe they are going to learn from their errors. Maybe something's going to happen. You know what? Super chat. Sure. Come on in, buddy. Sorry about that. Didn't have that plugged in.
They chanted, "We want Roman. Hell has frozen over."
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. I mean, we had to do all that crap just to finally get a "We want Roman" chant from Miami, Florida. Interesting. Regardless, we've gotten to the point now with your boy Alyx, man, where I've just realized how insane I am. I mean, I've always known I was insane. Wrestling fans in general have a little bit of insanity to them. We're not necessarily the most reasonable, rational people in the world, but for real, it's gotten ridiculous now. I turn on Raw every single week and I expect them to learn from their ways, and they're just not going to. So, enough. I'm done being that guy that's going to turn on Raw and go, "Oh guys, look, maybe this week they'll figure it out. Oh guys, look, they're doing some different things. Maybe they're actually going to be good this time." Because that's my issue. Some of you are smarter than me. Some of you are actually sane. You already know Raw's going to suck. You already know this show is not going to be good. So you just start with... See, this is the kind of person I am. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I start you at 100. And then as time goes by, you just lose points. That's the kind of person I am. Some of you start them at 0, and the more good things they do, you earn points. And I've been giving WWE the benefit of the doubt in terms of Raw way too much. And in come the Super Chats.
Hear about Tyler Breeze versus Adam Cole at ANXTHS.
Oh wow, they actually did Tyler Breeze versus Adam Cole. Those two need to go ahead and go back to NXT, man, for real. But regardless, it is... I actually wouldn't mind seeing that match. But it's gotten to the point with me now where I'm just going to start off with 0. In other words, I'm going to expect every single Raw to suck. Because from now on, until the Raw after SummerSlam, I'm going to be up here talking about this show. And if this show doesn't get better, guess what? No more Raw reviews. For real. No more. No more until we actually do get new writers. Because this show is cancerous. It is extremely hard to sit through. It is insulting what they're giving us on a weekly basis. And it's not getting better. And that's the problem. I'm seeing no signs of improvement. The show is constantly getting worse. And I don't know what needs to happen before they realize they're not heading down a good road. Do they need to lose the $2.35 billion? Does someone need to leave? Like someone big? Well, Brock's getting ready to leave. I guess that's someone big.
I am such a masochist for watching this show.
We're all masochists, Burger King. We're all expecting good things to come from this show because we're wrestling fans. We want them to be successful. We want them to actually produce good products. And so we give them chance after chance after chance. Look, I'm at that point where I'm just out of chances.
You need to start up hashtag FireRoadDog tweets again.
That sounds like a great idea. Because this man is... Why is it that everything this man touches ends up turning to crap? He was on SmackDown, that show sucked. Now he's on Raw, and oh, long and behold, this show sucks too. Jesus Christ, we need to do something about Raw. Please, get new writers. Because if this company is seriously satisfied with this, they're either satisfied with it and think it's good, or they know it sucks and doesn't care. Either one is bad. But if nothing changes...
Hear about WWE doing Reigns versus Rock at WM35.
Would that mean Reigns is a heel, or is Rock going to be the heel? Well, by default, Reigns would be the heel. Doesn't matter if Rock is the heel or not. Fans are going to get behind The Rock if that's the case. That's why I'm very skeptical about that match happening, because it would mean Reigns would be the de facto heel. But if things don't change, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop with this show. I'm just not going to talk about it. Why put myself through it? Because this is not fun. This isn't cool. Ain't nobody gonna come up here. Well, yeah, some of you are gonna come up here to hear me rant on this show, but
Raw is raw like undercooked raw.
Tell me about it, buddy. It's ridiculous. So, here's how it's gonna work. Raw doesn't get better after the Raw past SummerSlam. No more Raw reviews. Seriously. If that Raw after SummerSlam sucks, we get no creative writers, no new direction, and it's the same garbage we'll get now. Oh, best believe I'm not even gonna be watching Raw, let alone reviewing it. I'm good with SmackDown. I'm good with NXT. I'm cool with whatever else is coming up. We got the Mae Young Classic coming up. We got Impact kicking ass now. We got Lucha Underground. We got so much wrestling. So much wrestling content. I'd rather just do regular short videos about things that happen on Raw than doing a full Raw review. Because I can't sit through this crap anymore. I can't. I'd rather just talk about stuff that I liked about Raw. Like, for instance, the only thing that I liked about this show, I can find one gem about this show, what's happening with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Let's just talk about that. Let's talk about the positive. Let's go into the positive first, before we get to the negative, right? So, the stuff that's going on with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar does have me intrigued. I like that we had Heyman, I suppose, get some sympathy. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. What happened was Paul Heyman was threatened if he doesn't get Brock Lesnar to the ring, he will lose his job. And throughout the night, we see Paul Heyman trying to grab Brock Lesnar and force him or convince him in his own way to walk out and just show up. But Brock Lesnar was so determined, reading his magazine, which is a meme. WWE tried to book this guy in a way to where he is the most hated guy in the room. He ended up being a meme. Because, I don't know about y'all, but Brock Lesnar sitting in the back reading a magazine or just staring at it, whatever the hell he was doing, for 3 hours straight and ignoring Raw. That's me. That is me. I relate to that because that's me now. I can't watch this goddamn show. It literally is either on in the background for the most part, or it's not being watched. It's being DVR'd. And you know what? Maybe that needs to stop as well. Because they need to see that this show sucks. And the best way for them to see this show sucks is to not give it any kind of rating. That means DVR as well. So I might need to cancel my DVR on this goddamn show and just catch the stuff that's actually good. But the whole story with Paul Heyman trying to get Brock Lesnar to the ring, and then Brock Lesnar getting in his face and telling him, We were never friends. I don't like you. You work for me. And I decide when I want to go out there, and I don't want to go out there. So Heyman kind of realized that he wasn't as close to Brock as he thought. And even when, skipping ahead to the ending, even when Paul Heyman went out there and, admitted that Lesnar was the worst Universal Champion of all time, which, let's be honest, when there's only been like 4 champions, let me see, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Goldberg, and Brock Lesnar. Seriously, if there's only been 4 Universal Champions, to say you're the worst one of all time, is that really a big deal? And whose fault is that? You're the ones booking him, so you made him the worst of all time.
Rey Mysterio, Phoenix, and Bandito versus Young Bucks and Kota Ibushi is set for All In.
Yo, that's an awesome freaking match. Yo, I'm definitely gonna tune into that just to see that match alone. Regardless, getting back to this garbage. Thank you for the subscription, Taz. It's really cool seeing, I guess, giving compliments where compliments is due. It's really cool seeing Brock Lesnar like this. Because I do think when Brock Lesnar is booked in a way that feels real, that's when he's at his best. I can believe Brock Lesnar would act this way. The whole stuff with him not caring about watching Raw, him not wanting to go out, him just having an issue with people telling him what to do, caring about his payment. I believe that. I think that is actually him. And since they brought that to the forefront and now we're seeing that, it's tangible. You can buy into it because it's reality. And anything we can gather from reality to make work for this show, it's always going to be good. To see Brock Lesnar go out there, although
Who's Goldberg now? Goldberg was Universal Champ.
Yep, he was Universal Champ. In case you forgot, because some people probably did. He was only Universal Champ for a cup of coffee. But regardless, to see Paul Heyman go out there to, act all like, hey, I fooled you. I knew Lesnar was going to come out for me. And Lesnar goes out there, F5's Kurt Angle, and, well, he was going to F5 Constable Corbin, but he got the hell out of there because he's a coward. But as soon as Brock Lesnar F5s both of them, he turns around and starts choking out Paul Heyman. And that right there, that to me was like okay. That was the intriguing part for me. Because now it's really telling the story of what we all know. Both of these guys are going to be leaving. I'm assuming Paul Heyman's leaving. Is he going to stay? I know Brock's gone. He's going back to UFC. What's Paul Heyman going to do? Is he leaving too? Well, let's just assume both of them are leaving. If they're both leaving, then this is the right way to go about it. Them going their separate ways. Them ending their relationship. Quite frankly, it was about time. I feel like the Heyman and Lesnar partnership, it's been going on for about 6 years. Honestly, it's been going on since 2002. And then it ended. And then it happened again in 2012. But it's been going on for a while. So I'm very curious to see how this will end. And that's something I will give credit to in terms of Raw. You had me intrigued with the Paul Heyman story. And it actually was very effective because when fans saw, hey, Super Chats can come in all day, every day. I'm cool.
What if Paul Heyman turns on Brock at SS?
He might. I mean, they set it up. It was set up pretty well if it does happen. Regardless, when fans saw Brock Lesnar choking out Paul Heyman, they actually got behind, this idea of Roman coming out to save him. Believe it or not. Yeah, Raw ended with a "We Want Roman" chant.
Turn Roman heel, put him with Heyman.
I think people have been wanting that for a while. I don't think it's going to happen, though. But, yeah, I mean, it was effective because Miami, Florida, started chanting, we want Roman. Which, hey, it got the crowd to chant, we want Roman. And to their dismay, he didn't show up. Which, see what happens when you write yourself into a corner like that? You finally get what you want, and then you don't capitalize. Because I guaranteed you, if Roman would have showed up, he would have got a huge pop right there. Next week, see, and this is the thing. They're expecting this to carry over until next week. It's a different crowd. You know, this crowd was... They were already beaten down and beaten up for how bad the show was. We'll get into the show in just a second. So they were just looking for something. Like, at that point, it was like, okay, at least give us a brawl with Reigns and Lesnar. Can we at least get a brawl between these two? No. Reigns didn't show up. That was about it. So, I guess... Anyways. True TV donating $1. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, sir, for that donation. But, it does get kind of ridiculous realizing that we have to go this far. We have to literally create the worst champion on purpose just to get fans to want to see Roman Reigns win. Or to see Roman Reigns kick his ass, at least. That's how bad it's gotta be. That's how bad we need to book our champions to make fans want to get behind Roman Reigns. Do you understand how low we had to go to get to this point? We had to literally kill the show, create a horrible champion, and make Roman the only person that's booked worth a damn to make fans care about him.
Hey, wanted to donate to your channel since I've been watching you since Survivor Series. Logan Raw get over this Lesnar Reigns feud. It was midday here in Australia and I legit fell asleep.
Tell me about it. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate you showing the love to the channel. As always, I appreciate all my fans, especially you, RJ. But listen, if we have to go this low to make fans like Roman Reigns, that's not really a good thing. But you got what you wanted. You finally got we want Roman chance. But you had to kill your show to do it.
Monday Night Will.
Tell me about it. Absolutely. So, that is the only positive thing I have to say about this show. The stuff with Paul Heyman and Lesnar was intriguing. It was interesting. And I'm curious to see how it ends, where it goes. Will Paul Heyman turn on Brock Lesnar? Is this a fake out? Will Paul Heyman end up cutting a promo on Lesnar? I'm curious.
I don't watch Raw. Haven't in 4 weeks.
Tell me about it, buddy. And I don't think you should start watching. Because, trust me, if this show doesn't get better, I'm going to stop watching. So I'll be joining you very soon. But like I said, that was literally the only positive thing I had to say about this show. And that's like really scratching through the cesspool of crap to find a gem.
Make Raw 2 hours, fire the writers, bring back Russo.
Not that desperate. Not that desperate. But, hell, man, maybe we do need to go ahead and get back Russo and get rid of these writers. Because it's getting really bad. So, let's get into this amazing episode of Raw. Oh my God. You want to know how bad this show is? Let's just look at how bad this show is. Of course, we kick things off with Roman Reigns. Why? Because... why the hell not? Why not, right? Because they expect, for some particular reason, if we continue to have Roman Reigns show up, he'll eventually get the reaction they want. When they continue to book him like crap. This guy that lost how many title shots to Brock Lesnar? And then lost to Bobby Lashley, then beats Bobby Lashley once, and then all of a sudden he gets to fight Brock Lesnar and Bobby doesn't get anything? Oh, Bobby gets a segment with Elias. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. But we see, and I love this too, it's like we open up Raw with the face of Brock Lesnar, because he's there, and then we go right into Roman Reigns, and it's nothing but boos. It is raining down boos in Miami. And this is WWE's idea of a main event. And I love that commentary called it energy. Crowd energy. Right. The crowd booing you and not wanting to see you is energy, right? Lord have mercy. Hey, congrats. You got what you wanted. It's the same crap. You already know how this went. Just when Roman came out there, you knew how this was going to go. Roman comes out. He's talking about how I'm here and Brock's not. I show respect to y'all and Brock doesn't respect y'all. So, you should like me, blah, 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 blah. He shouldn't be champion. I'm going to beat him at SummerSlam, blah, 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 blah. And out walks freaking Paul Heyman, and he says the same crap. Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants to do. And then Roman calls him a bitch, like he always does. Because this is the same crap they've been doing since 2015. Nothing's different. Seriously, get some new material. All of this is recycled. Just like Roman Reigns being escorted from the arena. That's recycled too. All of this stuff has been done before. For the WrestleMania build in 2015, it's all been done before. Get some new material, please. If you want me to care about Roman, you really gotta get new material. Because I'm not the kind of person you can just destroy your show and make everybody else worthless to make me care about Roman. Because that's what you did. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get something straight here. WWE had to literally destroy their show, make it unwatchable, make every other character worthless to make Roman Reigns interesting. Because that's what happened. Tell me what other character is worth a damn on this show. I'll wait. Oh, is it Seth Rollins? Okay. But is he really? Because what's he been doing? That's right. Hasn't been really doing much. What's that, Drew McIntyre? Is he really? What's he been doing? Not much, right? Okay. What's that, Matt Hardy? Okay, what's he been doing? Right. You see what I mean? It's literally being booked in a way where Roman is the most interesting character. And that's sad. That's pathetic that we have to do the shows like that to make fans care. But anyways, after Roman called Lesnar a bitch, that's when we have Heyman go backstage, and then we see Lesnar reading a magazine, which became an overnight meme on Twitter. I even made it a part of my cover for the review. It's so appropriate, because that's me. Brock Lesnar reading a magazine is me. And that's going to be me going forward, unless this show changes, because I'm tired of giving this show a chance. I'm going to start you off at 0 until something happens. So I'm expecting next week's Raw to suck. For the most part. And it will. Because there's nothing else really happening here. And then we do... it's not like we haven't got enough of these matches. We do Baron Corbin. Constable Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor. Again. And then Baron Corbin beats Finn Balor. Clean. Why? Who knows? All I know is... I miss NXT Finn Balor. Hell, at this point, if he leaves WWE and goes back to New Japan as Prince Devitt, that will be the best move. Anything to get him off of Raw. Like, get him on SmackDown or something. This is awful. I hate smiling Finn Balor. I hate what they're doing with Finn Balor. The fact that you're struggling with all people, Baron Corbin? Come on now. And it's even worse that after he lost, he got beaten up by Corbin. So I'm assuming this is going to lead to a match at SummerSlam. Lord help me. That's when Kurt Angle threatens Paul Heyman that if he doesn't show up with Lesnar, he'll get his contract terminated, and we all know how that ends. And of course, we have a video package addressing the announcement of the Evolution pay-per-view happening when? October 28th. Well, I'll say this. I'm cool with them doing one promotion of it. Because last week it was the entire show, and that was awful. It's just one video package this week. They'll probably do it again tomorrow night on SmackDown. Cool. After that, just leave it alone. You can start promoting it here and there, but once, only once, with one video package. Maybe even a commercial for it. Like, honestly, a commercial sounds fine. Make a commercial and advertise it that way. You have money. You can afford to do a commercial for Evolution. Like you do for the network, do it for Evolution. And leave it off the show until it happens. Until the month of, where you can start building into it and giving it attention. Okay, but it's SummerSlam season. So, Evolution can wait. This didn't bother me. A lot of people were bothered by it. I'll tell you what did bother me, though. The next match. So, Mickie James apparently is hurt. And so, in her place is Alicia Fox. Alexa Bliss told Alicia, I want you to beat up Natalya, who is Ronda's best friend. So, okay. Ronda Rousey, who was suspended for over a month, finally comes back this week, right? She's back. You know, she was called a rookie by Alexa Bliss. She put her through a table. Awesome segment. She got suspended. Okay. We've been salivating for Ronda to come back and beat this bitch up. So, Ronda finally comes back. Matter of fact, she came back before she was supposed to come back and attacked her then. So, she's been eager to come back to beat up Alexa. So, tell me why. Ronda is out there. You know who's also out there? Alexa Bliss. Why is Ronda, who wants to get her hands on Alexa, standing up, like literally apart, or a ring apart from Alexa, and does nothing? Super chat.
Brock was reading the magazine backwards, lol.
I wasn't even paying attention to how he was reading it. I just thought it was hilarious that he was not paying attention to Raw. But yeah, it was forced. It was a very forced segment. But regardless, how the hell is this bitch who has been looking to get her hands... Hey, Super Chats can come all day, every day. I'm cool.
Can we have Demon Finn? Why must we have Grin Baylor?
Grin Baylor. I like that. But, you know, listen, it's so dumb to me that we have this woman who's been salivating to get her hands on Alexa. And she's a ring apart from her. She doesn't go after her at all until after the match ends. I hate that because it feels so formulaic and structured. She can't attack her until the segment's over. Screw that freaking segment. As soon as Ronda saw Alexa, she should have went right after her. It should have been straight up, I'm going to kick your ass. Or, oh my goodness. See, this is when I have to put on my creative hat and show them how it's done. If you're going to do this right, if you're not going to do Ronda wanting to get her hands on Alexa and having Alexa run from her, which is the proper storyline, but there are ways to do it. You know, first off, Alexa shouldn't even be out there. Alexa should be trying to get away from Ronda Rousey. She should be hiding, not even trying to show up at the arena. Doing this whole, I'm sick, I can't, you know, showing up on the Titantron from a different location. I can't be there, sorry. You know, trying to avoid Ronda at all costs. You know, that kind of stuff. Hiding backstage. I can't go out there because Ronda's out there. Or as soon as Ronda shows up, she can be out there, but as soon as Ronda shows up, she gets the hell out of there. Like, you gotta do that kind of stuff. But if you're gonna do this thing where Ronda and Alexa are getting along, there has to be a reason behind it. Let's just say Ronda can't touch Alexa Bliss, because if she does, she loses her championship match. Something.
I think Brock was reading the Boruto anime manga.
Who knows? He was probably reading something else. Probably My Hero Academia, which is one of mine. Anyways, point is, if you're going to do this story in a way where Ronda and Alexa are somehow going to get along or be cordial with one another, there needs to be a reason behind it. Which, what I was going to suggest was, okay, if Ronda touches Alexa Bliss, then she can't get her title shot. Like, that would make it interesting. Like, that works. But no, it's one of those things where they don't even try. They're not going to give us a reason to care. You're just going to have to watch because it's Ronda. Look, it's Ronda Rousey. There's your reason, right? But you're just going to have to watch and just be entertained because it's a wrestling show. That's what's insulting about this. It's insulting to me that they just put this product out and expect us to like it because we're wrestling fans. We'll just give you whatever, and if you don't like it, you're not a wrestling fan. Screw you. You need to give me a reason to care about this. Tell an actual story. And if you can't tell a story, don't write for a wrestling show. Quit your goddamn job. Resign. Quit hurting the business. Because what you're showing me tonight is how to kill wrestling. This episode of Raw is an example of how to ruin professional wrestling. It really is. By the way, the match was whatever. I didn't even care about the match. Alicia Fox, I think, beat Natalya. And then afterwards, Ronda, oh, wait. I remember I'm mad at Alexa, so let me go beat her up now. And then she gets beat by Alicia Fox. She gets beat up by Alicia Fox. And then Kurt Angle makes a match next week. It's going to be Ronda Rousey versus Alicia Fox. A squash match next week on Raw. Woo. But yeah, this is so dumb. You can't even write a competent story for these two. This is the easiest story to book. It's really easy. Ronda can't touch Alexa, otherwise she'll lose her championship match. Or Alexa is avoiding Ronda until SummerSlam. Not, we're going to both be in the same room, we're going to get along until I remember I'm mad at you. You understand why I hate this show so much? And why, as soon as SummerSlam is over, I'm done? I'm done with Raw? Oh, you don't think it can get worse? Let me show you how it gets worse. Elias comes out to do his usual concert, Who Wants to Walk with Elias? He's talking about his album, and then he's interrupted by Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley apparently heard what he was saying about him and decided to come out and get in his face. And then Elias asked Bobby Lashley would he like to sing a song. And Elias, got the crowd to chant, "Yay, do it, Bobby." And then he starts playing Rockin' Robin. Bobby Lashley starts singing Rockin' Robin. And he gets to the chorus and botches the song. Look, Bobby. If you don't know the lyrics to a song beforehand, here's what you do. You go to Google, you type in Rockin' Robin lyrics, and learn the lyrics to the song that you are scheduled to sing with. I know goddamn well they told them you're going to be singing a song with Elias. And it's going to be Rockin' Robin, so be ready for it. Oh my god. It was so bad! Like, it's bad enough that he couldn't remember the words to the song, but he wasn't even singing on pitch. Like, who finds this entertaining? Who thought this was a good idea? Because all the stuff that Bobby was doing with Roman, that was great. And now we're going into this garbage. It's like the stuff he was doing with Sami Zayn was awful. And now the stuff he's doing with Elias, it looks like it's going to be even worse. Sorry, I don't know what they were going for. It was horrible. And then he tried to, I don't know. Elias tried to beat up Bobby, and Bobby fought him back. I don't even remember what happened. It's all a blur to me. This show's a blur. I even wrote it down. I don't even remember what else was happening. Bobby, I hope it was worth it. I hope you going back to WWE was worth it. I hope that money is good. Seriously. Oh, you don't think it can get worse? You don't think it can get worse, do you? Oh, it gets much worse. Next up is Bobby... Sorry. I was going to say Bobby Lashley. There's a backstage segment with Bobby Roode. There we go. A backstage segment with Bobby Roode and Mojo Rawley. because Mojo Rawley is trying to bully the jobbers backstage, and then Bobby Roode confronts him and goes, "Why don't you pick on me?" This is how bad it's gotten for Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode has hit rock bottom if his feud is with freaking Mojo Rawley. Please, save me. Super chats, thank you.
WWE has ruined Lashley, enough said.
Tell me about it. It's so freaking bad. But it's even worse seeing what's going on with Bobby Roode. You know, this guy could be doing some good things on Raw as a heel, but he's being relegated to nothingness, feuding with freaking Mojo Rawley. What did he do to deserve this? What did he do to deserve this? Mojo freaking Rawley. Are you serious? And they brawl backstage. At least we got a brawl from those two. Next up is, oh god, Jinder Mahal versus Braun Strowman. God, I hate this show. I really do. So, during the, I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't a match. During whatever the hell this was, Kevin Owens goes out and steals Braun Strowman's briefcase because, you know, the guy that's been avoiding Braun Strowman, being too scared to fight him for the last month, all of a sudden is brave enough to go out and steal his crap. Okay, whatever. He steals his briefcase. Strowman gets distracted, and then he runs up the ramp after Kevin Owens, who I think gives it to Sunil Singh, and then he runs over to Sunil Singh, gives the briefcase to Sunil Singh, and he runs over him. And then through all that commotion, Braun lost track of the match, and he ends up losing to Jinder Mahal by countout. Yeah, that's it. That's your build for SummerSlam. Oh, thank you, Jesus, please take over, Super chats, it's your show.
By not having him come out and even confront Lesnar, let alone fight or cash in on him. WWE officially pussified Braun tonight. 2017 Braun would have handled Brock, Jinder, and Poe in one night, no issues.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It bothers me so badly that we have Braun Strowman walking around with a briefcase. Lesnar was on the show tonight. He didn't even attempt to cash in on him. Why? He's gonna do it at SummerSlam. That's not the... I'm gone. I'm done. I'm so done with this show. Everything is so goddamn formulaic. Everything is so... We gotta do things by the books. We can't have Braun Strowman cash in right now because he's not supposed to. He has to do it at SummerSlam. If this was real life, if this was a real life show, Strowman would have been cashed that thing in. At least have him attempt to go out and cash it in.
Grab a pillow and scream into it, it will help.
I mean, it just really gets on my nerves that we have literally a guy with a briefcase. Lesnar was on the show tonight. Could have gone out there and attempt to cash in. And maybe Kurt Angle could have told him, sorry, you can't cash in due to you having a match with Kevin Owens or some stuff. Or maybe he tried to cash in and Kevin's ruined it. Like, there you go. I just fixed it. Lesnar's out there. Strowman goes out there. Kevin steals his briefcase. That's something. That is something. That works. Do something like that. Why hasn't Strowman at any time tried to cash that in? What? We're supposed to believe that he's biding his time? Fuck that. That's not Strowman. Strowman wants to fight Lesnar, and he should want to fight him now. But no, we have to keep everything structured. We can't have Strowman go after Lesnar right now because we gotta keep the focus on Roman. Do you see what I mean by them killing the show and making all the rest of their characters not worth a damn? Because if Strowman was awesome and he was the badass that we thought he was, he would have been cashed that in. The moment he won it, I'm cashing in at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar, you have to show up to fight me. Nope. He's going to wait until after the match to cash in because that's when they know the fans are going to boo Roman. And then Strowman's going to cash in to save the day. It's so... We see it coming. We see it coming. And that's what's pissing me off. It's not going to be a surprise. It's just how things are worked out. And they think that they're going to get the reaction they want. It's so goddamn stupid. It's so retarded. We're wasting time. This show is garbage. You're not even trying to keep our interest. Strowman didn't even attempt to cash this thing in tonight. And Lesnar was there. What the hell? And the commenter, the super chat person that said that he's been pussified, I'm not going to argue against you. I'm not going to argue against you. Because you might be right. Jesus Christ. So, next up is... What is next? Oh yeah, Apollo Crews from Titus Worldwide defeating Akon from Authors of Pain. So, Authors of Pain are now falling victim to the whole, we can't have you guys lose as a tag team, but we'll have you lose as singles competitors trick. It's the same crap. We'll make Titus Worldwide look strong by having the good guys beat them separately. Make them look weak separately and not strong not strong individually, but keep them strong as a tag team. It's dumb. It's lazy. You're not even trying. And then we go into, what's next? What the hell is next? Oh yeah, that's when we do Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, which I'll admit was turning out to be a good match until it ended by DQ. Because Dolph Ziggler interfered. What a worthless match. Nothing matters in this goddamn show. Nothing matters in this goddamn show. I think that's when we got Roman Reigns being escorted out. And that was literally the point. When Roman Reigns got escorted out by the police, like, that was the moment I just went, I hate this show. I literally tweeted, I hate this show. Right there. Because that is literally the same angle they've done at WrestleMania. They did that exact same angle. Cops coming out to arrest Roman Reigns and escort him out the arena. You've done this. You literally recycled what you did at WrestleMania here. Does anybody, Roman Reigns defenders, does anybody understand how insulting this is? It's mind-numbingly dumb. It's so dumb. It's lazy. We do a B-team in-ring interview. They're bragging about being good champions and then talk trash about the leader of worlds. This brings out Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy to a huge pop. And then that's when the Revival come out, and then we see the leader of worlds and Revival brawl over who's going to fight for the tag team titles. They have a match. I have a super chat. Thank God.
Bad idea to have Strowman win MITB anyways.
Yeah. Because it's pretty worthless. Honestly, he might as well have not even won it. Like, you could have really gone, you really could have booked the exact same outcomes. Like, if the idea is to have Strowman win the belt, walk out of SummerSlam as the Universal Champion, they should have just, put him in the match and made it a triple threat. Fans would have actually been okay with that match. Made things a little bit more easier on ourselves. But whatever. Big teams out there. Revival, the leader of worlds, fight to get the title shots. They actually get put in a match. Revival end up beating the leader of worlds because now all of a sudden the Revival start winning matches. Okay? Sure. So Revival is going to fight the B team at SummerSlam. Well, it's about damn time. You know, I've been waiting for the Revival to get their shot since 2016. Literally since 2016. They've only been on the roster since 2017, to be fair. But I feel like they've been non-existent. They've been non-existent since debuting on the roster in 2017. And it's like now. Only now are they starting to get some kind of shine. But whatever, you know. Instead of riding that momentum they have for NXT and using that to make them stars, no, we're gonna kill all of their momentum. Just completely destroy their momentum from NXT. And then book them in a different way to get them over because you're dumb. That's why. You're retarded. That's why. But regardless, B-Team will be fighting Revival. Whatever. We see more stuff with Rollins backstage. He's being attacked by Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. So eventually he will get a partner. I wouldn't be shocked if that IC title match turned into a tag match where Rollins got help from, I don't know, maybe like a Jason Jordan or maybe a Dean Ambrose. Personally, a Jason Jordan would be pretty cool because then Dean Ambrose would be pissed off, give him more of a incentive to want to turn on him. And it's something new and something that ties back into a story that they started earlier or sometime last year. I don't care. Like, Rollins is not doing much for SummerSlam. That's all I know. Maybe this will be a good match, but I'm not interested in this. I just want Dean Ambrose to come back. Get Dean Ambrose back here so we can do Ambrose and Rollins. That is actually a feud I want to see. And hopefully Ambrose is a heel. It should be on SmackDown because at least SmackDown would book it right. Oh, and to remind ourselves of how much Raw sucks even more, we have the Riot Squad taking on Hugs and Boss. Or is it Boss and Hugs? Whatever. I think it's Boss and Hug. Boss and Hug Connection. I don't know. It's a dumb name. The Boss and Hug Connection, Bayley and Sasha, end up fighting the Riot Squad again for the 100th time. And they actually won this time. So they've completely dropped their feud. You know, everything that we've been doing for the last few months. All that crap where Bayley and Sasha were fighting each other. Bayley got betrayed at Elimination Chamber. Sasha grabbing Bayley's face. You know, all that stuff since February, right? Well, really since last year, but basically since February. You know, all that stuff that they've been using to build into this feud. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Because they just dropped it. And they either dropped it because, I don't know, because they're dumb, or maybe they're holding off because they're going to bring in women's tag team titles, which, again, we don't have a roster for a women's tag team title championship. We just don't have the roster for it.
I heard that the IC belt might be a fatal 4-way.
That would be nice. Mix it up a little bit, for real. Regardless, yeah. What the hell? Like, you just completely retcon into the storyline out of nowhere because you want to bring in some tag team titles that, what, nobody's gonna give a damn. How are you gonna make that work? You don't even have enough women on either roster to make this work. What are you going to do? Have them defend it all over the place? And even if you were going to do that, why Bayley and Sasha right now? Why would you kill a potential SummerSlam match that would make people care about SummerSlam? You were literally in the middle of creating an interesting match with two of the best female wrestlers you have that have a feud that's been expanding since NXT. You literally had an interesting SummerSlam match in your hands, and you killed it for some tag titles that no one asked for. Or just because you could. This is what makes me hate this goddamn show. When you actually get something that I care about. You know, the stuff that makes me want to watch you.
Boss and HUD Connection, Rhodes Scholars, Slater Gator, Deleter of Worlds. I could create better tag team names picking random words out of a hat.
But it's really hard for me, man. By the way, I agree. It's really hard watching this show because even the stuff that I like, when you actually find something that I like, it's one thing if you're doing things that, I don't like, and you want to give time to that. But it's another thing when you actually, for some reason, you're able to create something I like what you're doing with Bayley and Sasha, and then you still, somehow, some way, manage to screw that up. We just can't have nice things no more. I hate this show. I really do hate. I hate this show. I hate it because there's no reason for it to be this bad. This is either deliberate, you're doing this crap on purpose to troll us, to screw with us, because you know we're gonna watch you anyways, or you're literally that blind. Because some people are telling me Vince McMahon likes this show. Does he really? I can't expect Vince to actually like this. Does he like the show? Or does he like what the show brings? Is he someone that's all about people talking about the show? Is he someone that's all about people, paying money to see the show? Does he even care about the quality of the show? I don't think he cares about if the show is good or bad. So the idea that fans say that the writers are writing to entertain Vince, I don't think he cares. I don't think he's ever cared about the quality of the show. What he cares about is money and getting people to watch. And at this point, he's going to make money regardless. So, I don't even know why these writers are writing for him. You might as well just write the show good. But whatever. Who cares, right? Who gives a damn? Let's just take Bayley and Sasha and just completely turn that into something that nobody asked for. Have them go after belts that nobody wanted. Who the hell wanted tag team titles for the women? Who wanted that? Literally, who wanted that? Whatever. And then we end it with the stuff with Heyman and Lesnar, which I already talked about. God. How many more weeks until SummerSlam? Because we got, let's see. We got the 6th and the 13th. Oh, good. And then the 20th. 3 more reviews. You got 3 more episodes, Raw, to show me something. I'm not expecting next week to be good. I'm not expecting that Raw before SummerSlam to be good. So, I'm putting all my hope into the SummerSlam after Raw. Because these next 2 are going to suck. I probably won't even be up here to talk about them. I told you I will be, so I'll probably do something. That idea of a corporate Raw review sounds great. I might do that. But regardless, that Raw after SummerSlam, that's going to be your make or break for me in terms of watching Raw going forward. Because if that show sucks too, I'm done. Screw Raw. I will happily watch SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, Lucha Underground, and then do Impact. I don't need Raw. I really don't. Especially if Roman Reigns is Universal Champion. You goddamn right I'm not watching Raw. I will not watch Raw. And I will literally skip that show every week. But that's why they're not going to give it to her. And that's something I realized too. They don't have the balls to give the belt to Roman. Because if they do, they realize fans are not going to watch. They know this. They realize this. They know that the only reason fans chanted "We want Roman" is because they put all the heat on Lesnar by making him the worst Universal Champion ever. That's literally the reason why fans were chanting "We want Roman." Because he can't be any worse than freaking Lesnar, right? But guess what, fans? Lesnar's not going to be here after SummerSlam. So then we just got Roman again. And when Lesnar leaves, and Roman doesn't have that heat to get that babyface momentum off of, now what? Now what you got?
Would you regularly review NJPW too?
Shoot. I might have to, man. I hope they do, at least regular stuff. But we'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, this show sucked. It was awful. 3 hours of wrestling wasted. I don't even know where else to start from this. So, we're just going to end it with this. Live chat, give me your thoughts. How you feel about this show? Put it in the comments. Tell me what things you liked. I want to hear that. Talk about the things I talked about. I'm going to spend the rest of the time just talking to y'all on the live chat. What you guys are talking about. What y'all doing? I didn't even do a roll call.
SmackDown doesn't have resort to watering down anyone to make AJ Styles stand out. They have a good roster built around him to create legit threats.
Exactly, Isaiah. And that's what makes Raw awful. That we have to kill the show, make everybody else horrible, to make Roman Reigns interesting. And if we're at that point now, then he's not the man. He isn't. Okay, I didn't do live chat real quick, so let's do roll call. I know it's late, and I apologize, but who's here? For roll call, we got Tyler Marine, the Amon, or the Amon. I'm going to go with the Amon 2008. We got Steven Scott D'Angelo. We got Mr. Zacky Boy, Ultra Shadow 97. Officially Miles, Joseph Winters, One Man Army. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, 13K Pot. Kane D, Bad Guy, Jonathan Ayala. We got Isaiah Webb. We got Gustavo Ritinera. Diane Stray Kid, Gregory Gold, Diamond Banks, Katie, Mr. Vermilion. How about that? Brandon Cambambia, Michael Blue T, excuse me. Jake Salig, Unbelievable, The Fox, Sonic X WWE, The King, Vinnie Mac. Thank you, Vinnie Mac, for all your donations. You've been the MVP of Super Chats this week. We got some new names in here. Nox Daru Blaze. Got Torix. Number one. Literally says number one. Who else we got here? I know a lot of you are here. Let me make sure I get all your names in. Gene Hutchinson? Gene Hutchinson, Triple C, D got the juice, Sauce 365, Red Dragon 19, Jarrett Taylor, Matthew Chessie, I think I said that right, Slasher Khan, Roman Reigns. Roman, you dare show your face in this chat, buddy? The Beep Jr., Culture Shock, HS, Kenny Potter, Super Blue. Lots of blues in this chat. Got some blue fans. Life with Zach, Ian Miles, Jago Kazama. Let's see here. I don't want to miss anybody. I literally don't want to miss anybody. Here, Elias Ademi, and King Mike Tutts, Titan Omega, RJ Hatton. Shannon M 365, J Knox, Laurel Lewis, Otaku Senpai, AJ Envoy, Aaron Thomas, Josiah Rose, Kevin I think I said Kevin already, Charles Fletter, Eric Gonzalez, Darnell 06. Got a lot of people here. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me for this podcast. Let's see. Lots of people here. What y'all talking about? Brett Woodard. I don't know why you expect him to have Braun cash in on Brock this close before SummerSlam. I honestly don't think they have the balls to take the tie off of Brock. You want to know why? I'm not expecting them to actually go through with the cash in, but teasing it. You know, making it realistic. I'm not saying spoil the cash in before SummerSlam. I'm saying tell a goddamn story. That's all I'm saying. Tell a goddamn story. An interesting story. There is no storytelling on this goddamn episode, or Raw, period. Mr. Paul Jackson. AJ Styles versus HBK. I'm there to take my money. Oh yeah, all day, every day, man. Gustavo, sending you respect from Dallas. Thank you for watching, man. Matthew, you actually said my name right. Almost no one says it right. And I butcher names. I'll take that win. Let's see. Warren Map. We want Roman. Someone ban that guy. No, I'm just joking. You're cool, man. Gregory Gold. I can't wait for TTG Season 6. TTG. TTG? What's TTG? You know what I can't wait for? Better Call Saul. Because that comes on Monday. As a matter of fact, season premieres next week. Better Call Saul. Raw? You have been replaced. For real. But like I said, guys, Raw doesn't get better. After SummerSlam, nothing but Better Call Saul every Monday. Nothing but Better Call Saul. You see the Egghead reunion? I did not see that. I'll have to check it out. I already said your name, Triple C. Let's see here. Jarrett Taylor. Bobby Lashley's segment was the funniest part of the show. Him butchering Rockin' Robin. Where are the lyrics to Rockin' Robin? Rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin. No, Rockin' Robin, cause we really gonna rock tonight. How did he not know that part? I didn't even have to look it up. Look, I didn't look it up. See? I was about to put it in, but I didn't even look it up. Well, let's get the actual lyrics. Let's get the actual lyrics to it so I can see what was so hard about this song. Jesus Christ. Blow, yeah. Blow, rockin' Robin, I even said it right. He rocks in the treetops all day long, hopping in the robin and singing his song. All the birds go to Jailbird Street, love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Yeah. You literally couldn't look that up. That's literally, how many? That's 8 lines. Bobby, my man. Come on. Let's see here. One more, then I'll get out of here. Kenny Potter. Raw is a joke right now. The only part I'm interested in is Ronda. Seriously.
Thanks for watching my video via FB Mesker.
No problem, man. Keep up the good work. So bad, man. Sammy B, why was he even singing it? I don't even know. Get new writers. Get new writers. Okay, guys, that's enough. Look, you guys have fun. Go on somebody else's video and bother them. I'm about to get out of here. I'm done talking about Raw. The show sucks. Let's get to a good show. Tomorrow night on SmackDown, I'm actually interested in what they're going to do. I'm excited about SmackDown tomorrow. Hopefully it ends up being a decent show. But you know what I'm also excited about? SummerSlam 2000. I'm reviewing that show tomorrow. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to be in a good mood. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning, and I'm going to turn on that show. I'm going to relive the good old days. I'm going to relive the good old days. I see that super chat. I'll let that go. But as soon as that comes on, I'm out. So, check out my SummerSlam review tomorrow. And just be ready. Just to be ready for your boy to talk about other stuff. But Notorious has a super chat coming in. So let me go ahead and get this set up. There it is.
Heard Roman versus Rock might be a main event at WM35.
You already told me that. Or someone else already told me that. But yeah, again, I don't see it happening because that would mean Roman is the heel. And I don't see them turning Roman heel because they don't have the guts. Because Rock is not going to be the heel. Even if they make him the heel, he won't be the heel. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my review on one of the worst shows in wrestling today. If not the worst show in wrestling today. Thinking about it. Yeah. Raw might be the worst show in wrestling. Yeah, because Impact is doing better. Right. I'm going to stick with that. Raw is the worst wrestling show in wrestling. And if it doesn't get better, your boy's not going to deal with it. I will treat it like it's TNA. But thank you for watching. This is your boy, Alyx, signing off. You all have a good night. I'm out. Peace.